In the days when the world was filled with many voices and many idols, there was a man whose heart was willing to listen when the true God called. His name was Abraham, first known as Abram, a man living in Ur of the Chaldeans. And in the quiet of his ordinary life, my voice broke through the noise and said, "Leave your country, your people, and your father's house, and go to the land I will show you." He did not know where he was going, but he trusted the one who spoke. And because of that trust, I chose to make him the father of nations. Abraham's journey was not built on perfect strength but on obedient faith. When he stepped into Canaan, I spoke again, "To your offspring I will give this land." He built altars not for decoration but as places of remembrance, moments where heaven touched earth. There were times of famine, times he felt afraid, moments he made mistakes, yet my hand remained upon him because his heart leaned toward me. When I brought him outside under the night sky and asked him to look up, the stars glimmered like countless promises. "So shall your descendants be." And Abraham believed, and I counted that belief as righteousness. It was not his wealth, not his works, not his strength. It was his trust that moved my heart. Years passed, and the promise of a child seemed impossible. Sarah laughed when she heard she would bear a son in her old age, but I replied, "Is anything too hard for the Lord?" And at the appointed time Isaac was born, the child of laughter, the child of covenant, the child that proved my word never returns empty. But faith must grow and hearts must be tested. So when I called Abraham to offer Isaac, he rose early in the morning, not in rebellion but in surrender. He lifted the knife, not because he lacked love for his son, but because he had greater love for me, believing I could even raise the boy from the dead. And at that moment I stopped him and provided a ram caught in the thicket. My voice echoed, "Now I know that you fear God." That mountain became a prophecy of my own sacrifice, for on another hill generations later, I myself would provide the lamb. Abraham's life was a testimony that obedience writes history and faith builds nations. He interceded for Sodom with boldness because he knew me as judge and as friend. He welcomed strangers who were truly angels. He walked with humility, lived with expectation, and died seeing the promise from afar, believing it even when he could not hold all of it in his hands. And I swore by myself, saying, "Surely I will bless you and multiply your descendants like the stars of the heavens and like the sand on the seashore." Through him came Isaac, then Jacob, then a people chosen to bear my name. And through his line came the Messiah, the Savior of all nations, fulfilling the word spoken to Abraham, "All the families of the earth shall be blessed through you." Abraham is not just a man of ancient pages. His story is a living reminder that faith still moves mountains, obedience still opens doors, and my promises still stand firm. His life shouts across generations that when I call, the greatest answer is simply, "Here I am." And to all who walk in faith, Abraham remains the father of those who believe, a witness that trust in God never ends in disappointment.